Right, let's see. Let me go to live stream, live on Facebook. Hold on. All right, we are live on Facebook. You guys let everybody know. I got the man in the building. I got the man in the building. The one and only Lance Woods is here. 1 second, y'all. Let me do some fine tuning stuff. And then we're going to get started. Let everybody know. I got the international lover on right now.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right, Lance. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want that. I need to go here. What am I doing? I need to edit post. Lance Woods. Man, how many pages do you have?
My Facebook page is hacked. So
All of them?
no, the one, if I have like a burgundy jacket on in the picture, that's not me controlling that page right now.
That one still got, I remember when you was posting that. Man, who hacked my brother's page? That's crazy. All right, right. Let me go to my phone now. Let me, come on. All these little devices we gotta do.
Controlling that page right now.
Right. Phone now. All right, let me hit this. Lance Wood. Look at, he's cleaning his camera, y'all. He want everybody to see that fine face that he has.
You know what I mean? I'm making sure I'm right for the people. That's all.
Yeah, you know, he because he's international, right?
You feel me?
Thank you so much, brother, for doing this interview and everything. I know you've been traveling and doing stuff, and I'm glad that you made time for little old me. All right. And if you didn't, I would have told your mama anyhow.
You know what I'm saying? So I have no choice, but I'm always a phone call or text away.
Yes, you are. And you know what? You always answer my calls and my texts unless you somewhere traveling, especially out of the country and stuff. So I just appreciate you and stuff. So
I appreciate you.
all right, let's go ahead and get this interview started, y'all. Man, y'all let everybody know, share. I see some hearts and stuff going. Okay, man, they throwing hearts already. Wow. Kiera, my broker, Kiera Norman's arms. Okay, hey Kiera. So,
hey Kiera.
All right, so Lance, let's go ahead and start it like this. What was Lance Woods like as in kindergarten?
In kindergarten?
In kindergarten.
I used to get into a lot of trouble. So I was like a little bad kid. Used to fight a lot and get kicked out of classes and all that kind of stuff. Very mischievous. That's the word they use.
What? In kindergarten?
At every grade, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, how bad were you in kindergarten? What were you doing in kindergarten?
Interrupting naps, peeing on stuff. You know what I mean? The regular. Not taking naps when you're supposed to. All of the stuff.
Oh, bad. So Yolanda had to go up there all the time?
All the time.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. So that was like kindergarten, element. So as you transitioned to like sixth grade and stuff, did you get any better or did you calm down a little?
Worse. I didn't get better until after school. I got in trouble all through school. I got kicked out of all them classes. I never graduated. And when I say graduated, I mean I never was at a part of a ceremony. I never walked across the stage.
Mm.
Junior high, elementary, high school, I never did none of that stuff. I never had the cap and gown and threw it in the air. I never walked with my class. They just sent me to the next grade.
Oh, wow. So you never did sports or anything, huh?
I did sports, but it was tricky. So high school, I would play summer league and those things, but once it was time for the season, you had to have the grades. I never had the grades to do it. So
So when you said summer league, like what was basketball, football, what was
basketball, a little baseball, a little football. I didn't like football enough to keep doing it. Like all of the conditioning and all of that, just wasn't enjoying myself. Um, so yeah.
oh wow. So okay, so you know your schooling, but I didn't expect you to say that. I thought you'd be one of the best little kids, you know,
Not at all.
big flirt, you know, like Rico said he was all into girls from beginning and stuff. So I thought you would have been like the same. So all right, so let's fast forward. So after high school, what did you do? I mean, like you said, after you finished, the school age and stuff, what did you like? What was your first job?
My first job was I was in high school. I worked at Carl's Jr.
Which one?
on Freeport and
Okay.
Freeport and Fruit
Yeah.
Ridge
Okay. Did you work there a long time?
on the corner with the Walgreens in the same parking lot and the Burger King catty corner this way in the gas station. Uh I worked there for I don't know if it was quite a year. So I knew I wasn't gonna work there for a long time when they called a meeting at 5 a.m. on my off day. So I had to go up there 5 o'clock in the morning on my off day, and they was talking about ketchup packets and pickles.
What?
There's like, you know what I mean? So look, when a customer asks for ketchup, you don't just take a handful of ketchup and put it in the bag. You take two ketchups and you put the ketchups in. Now, if they want another one, you give them one more and you keep giving them one more until that's enough. But we can't just keep handing out handfuls of ketchup. That's what they're talking about, 5 in the morning. It's
Oh,
5 a.m. So when you make the famous star, I'm watching y'all put too many pickles on the famous star. The famous star comes with two pickles, unless they ask for extra pickles. And I'm sitting there at 5 in the morning. I feel like Allen Iverson.
oh,
I said,
hell,
we talking about pickles?
oh, hell no.
We talking about pickles. Not the burger, but pickles.
So how long after that meeting did you quit or what happened?
I did I quit or got fired? I think I quit.
You quit.
I feel like I quit. I got fired from all the other jobs, but I feel like I quit that one.
Yeah, especially after that five. I would have quit too after that 5 a.m. meeting about the damn packets, ketchup
Yeah,
packets.
yeah,
I
yeah.
feel you on that one.
I
Oh,
couldn't take it.
oh my
I
God.
couldn't take it. So that was the first one. And then I used to work with my uncle. He used to clean this lawyer's office, and I would go. That was like under the table stuff that I would go help him clean that, and he'd give me whatever money he got. I don't remember the amount, but at that time, it was very necessary.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, so okay, so those were your first jobs and everything. When did you find out that, when did you get the comedy? But well, first of all, you guys, let me say this first. Me and Lance used to go to the same church, Spirit and Truth. Shout out Pastor Thrower. Um,
Yeah.
I was there at the roast, right? And let me know if I'm wrong or not. So, remember the roast that you did for Pastor Thor, right? Was that your
Uh-huh.
first time really getting a comedy, or did you do some comedy before the roast?
No, that was the first time. And that
So
wasn't even, I wasn't even supposed to do that.
you wasn't?
No, I ain't gonna say I wasn't supposed to. I was obviously supposed to. I didn't want to do it.
Oh,
Um,
why?
I used to be at the house doing that in front of my mom, just joking. And then she said, I'm gonna sign you up to do it at the church.
Uh-huh.
And that's how that happened. So she signed me up. I would have never just went and did that on my own. And
Oh,
then, and so when that night that you're talking about, either like a church anniversary or a patient service or something like that,
uh-huh.
um, that was when I was 18, and I didn't start like going into comedy clubs till I was 24.
Oh my God, man, I know you. How old are you now?
38, 39, 47,
I've known you that long? That's
72,
crazy. That's crazy.
112.
You ain't no 100 foot line. Then yeah, because I'm only 25. Anyhow.
They know we used to date.
Yeah, yeah. Me and Lance used to date. Look,
Did you tell them?
we gonna start a big old rumor. Look at we got Peaches watching, we got Tristan. Tristan, I'm gonna be calling you for your interview too. But
Did you tell them? Did they know the story?
what about me and you?
Yeah.
Go ahead, you tell them.
Nope, I ain't gonna tell them about the birthmark. They're gonna have to wonder.
Oh my God. You guys, Lord. All right. Crazy Lance. Crazy Lance. But no, I was blessed to be there for his first, comedy.
That was the genesis. That was where it all started.
Man, that's
In terms of
crazy.
me, and because before that, I never even spoke in front of anybody.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I didn't do no school stuff, so it was like it wasn't like I was gonna speak at the graduation or something like I had never spoken in front of people that I could remember. Um, yeah, I don't remember speaking in front of anybody before that.
Now, did you used to get on when you was younger, did you just get on Tiffany's nerves and stuff? Like, did you be cracking jokes or since you was bad in school, what did you do to Tiff?
Um, Tiffany's my sister. You like talking about people, they like, who are you talking about?
I know, but
Yeah. Uh Me and Tiffany, I mean, we used to argue and fight, but that's how it is when you got like when you siblings.
uh-huh.
You know what I mean? I got an older brother too.
Did I ever meet him? I don't know if I ever met him.
That's something I don't know because he went off to college soon as I'm talking about when he graduated high school, he went straight from the graduation to the airplane and got out of here. Like he went to Morehouse, so he moved to Atlanta right out of high school.
Oh, wow. Hey, Rico. Rico's watching too. He said one of my favorite guys.
Hey man, happy birthday to
Yeah,
Rico the Great.
happy birthday, Rico. I was trying to find some pics of me and Rico before I post happy birthday. But happy
I was
30th
gonna post some
birthday.
pictures of me and you, but I can't post the pictures I got.
Man, you gonna start something else.
I can't share those with the world.
Lord, like a cougar. He's really making me into a cougar, y'all. Okay, anyhow. So so you did pass it through roast.
Yeah, I can't share these. I can't show that.
Nah, look, this might be his last performance. He keep up. So listen, so you did Pastor Thor's roast. So did that put the comedy bug in you? Like, okay, I want to do more of this. Cause seemed like after that.
Nah, so I already had it, but I didn't know how to do it in terms of I didn't know where you even went to do comedy at. Like this is that had to be 2004, maybe something like that. If we talking about that particular night. That's 2003, 2004, something around one of those years. My only point of saying that is back then, there was no Instagram or TikTok or Facebook. It, I don't even know if YouTube was a thing. So the only comedians you saw was who you saw on TV. So you saw like Def Comedy Jam and Sinbad and Bill Cosby and Chris Rock and Eddie Murphy, but you didn't see it like now, like you go on your phone and you see a million people, comedians and calling themselves comedians and doing these things, and you feel like if I just do something, I could start doing comedy. But back then, at least for me, I had no idea how you could even be a comedian. I just would watch it on TV a lot. So I was a fan of it and I would study it just because I was interested in it. But I was never thinking I was gonna be that because I didn't even know how you could be that. I didn't even know where you start.
Who was your favorite comedian at that time?
At that time, it's probably Steve Harvey. At that time, I remember going to the theater and watching Kings of Comedy. And it changed my life. I was in high school and like I didn't know, I wasn't thinking I was gonna be a comedian. I just remember thinking like this is the coolest thing I ever seen, like watching this in a movie theater.
Oh, wow.
It was two movies that did that to me. It was Kings of Comedy and it was 8 Mile.
Mm.
Yeah,
Wow.
when I watched Eminem and 8 Mile, when I watched Kings of Comedy.
Wow.
Um, so that was that. But you know what I mean? That was before I ever started doing comedy. Like I would watch Kings of Comedy, or I had seen Kings of Comedy, and then like I remember growing up watching Def Jam at my uncle's house, but
Mhm.
I would watch like Sinbad at home because my mom didn't want us watching stuff with a bunch of cussing in it or listening to stuff with a bunch of cussing in it. So I watched a lot of Sinbad growing up. So I always loved Sinbad, and
Mhm.
then Kings of Comedy, and then stuff like Chris Rock was like bubbling around that time. But then when I started like really saying I think I want to do comedy, that's when I like got familiar with Tony Roberts, and that became like my favorite, and Mitch Hedberg,
Mhm.
and I watched Bernie Mac's Def Jam set probably 1,000,000,000 gazillion times.
Mhm. Wow.
So yeah,
Okay. So when when did you where were you? What place were you when you first went on stage to do like your first like comedy set? You know,
outside of my church, you said.
yeah, outside of the church.
So outside of the church now, this church that we're talking about, Spirit and Truth, the building is now in Rancho, but the building at that time was in Arden
Yeah, on how? Mm-hmm.
on Howe, which was directly across the street from the Sacramento Punchline.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea that this club was there the whole time because I
Oh,
didn't know what a comedy club was. Like I didn't know these things. So there was a place right next door to the church called Comedy Sports, and they did improv. It's like
mm.
an improv comedy thing. But so I'm researching. Or the girl I was with was researching at the time about comedy clubs. She's like, it's a comedy club across the street right there at the Punchline, and you can just go do the amateur night. So then I was like, oh, okay, cool. I think I still got the post. I gotta find it. I was like, all right, cool. So I go, well, first, so this was June 2nd. No, so May 12th, 2010, I go watch comedy for the first time. I go to the Punchline to watch the showcase, which I was calling amateur night because I don't know no better. Boom, here we go right here. This is the post right here.
Oh, wow. And that was from 2010.
It's from 2010. It says we'll be at Punchline Comedy Club's amateur night tonight at 8 p.m. Hope to see you there. Now, let me tell you, there is no amateur night at the Punchline. This
Okay.
doesn't exist. But I thought, from what I've seen on the site or whatever, I thought you could just go up and go do comedy, not knowing this is very, very, very far from the truth. So when I go up there, like I said, I went up there May 12th. I know that day because it's my brother and my uncle's birthday. So I went up there and I just watched comedy for the first time, and everybody was amazing to me. I couldn't believe that people was doing this in front of my face. It was like watching Houdini, and you a kid, you like, wow, how did he saw that woman in half? How did he pull that rabbit out his hat? It's that kind of thing. So
Mhm.
then I say I'm gonna go next week. So then, I mean, next month, because they did it once a month. What I thought was amateur night is actually a showcase, and the showcase is it's a showcase. They're showcasing for whoever they're showcasing for. So when I pull up, the manager who I'm real cool with now, I didn't know him, big, real big menacing guy. And he says, I say, yo, I'm here for the show. And he said, who are you? And then I could tell by how he said, who are you, that it wasn't like, oh, just sign up. It was like, no, I'm not just putting you. I was like, it's me, baby, Lance Woods. I try to get familiar. He was like, I don't know you. I'm not putting you on stage. And then he would say stuff and then walk off. So he was like, everybody think they funny until they bomb. And then what? And he just walk off. And I'm just standing there like, damn, what happens after you bomb? Then he come back 15 minutes later and say something else and then walk off again. So he's doing this for about a good 35 minutes of me trying to convince him to put me on stage. So that night I learned a valuable lesson, um, because a lot of people came to see me that night because I was telling people that I was gonna be there. So it was probably like 45 people came and saw me. I didn't know what a guest list was and nothing like that. So just imagine selling 40 tickets at $25 or whatever with 2 drink minimum. You made the par a lot of money that night.
Oh.
So they kind of had to put me on stage. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know it at the time, but oh, you actually are filling the club. You actually doing numbers. Oh, business wise, this makes sense for them.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. He puts me on stage and it went really well. All things considered, it's my first time on a stage. Like I'm sure if I watched the footage now, I would dissect everything I was doing wrong. But I remember everything going right and feeling right that night as far as people laughing, the jokes I was telling made sense.
Mhm.
Early on, I knew how to write jokes. I didn't always know how to perform them,
Uh-huh.
but I knew how to write them. So yeah, that was night one, June 2nd, 2010.
Wow. Wow, y'all. Man, I just learned something new. Okay. So after that, what happened? You got even more of the bug, right?
So between June and January, I was probably on stage 4 times,
Okay.
which is not good.
Okay. At the punchline, right?
No, no, other places.
Other
That's when
places.
Touch of Class becomes a thing.
Uh-huh.
That's when Laughs Unlimited becomes a thing.
Okay.
But that was it. And then I did like a talent show at work.
Mm.
But that was it. Like I didn't know anything else. So you want to be on stage every night, especially early, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times a
Mm.
week, 3 times a night. Like you got to get your reps up. I didn't know that. And I thought you could never tell the same joke twice. So I thought because I did those jokes at Punchline that one night, I could never tell those jokes over here. So I wasn't performing because I didn't know where the spots was at, and I also didn't know. I didn't know anything.
Right.
So I would do shows when I could, but like I said, I didn't know nothing, so I couldn't even say I'll do shows. I did the Touch of Class once.
Mhm.
I did Laughs Unlimited once. I met Tristan that night. Um, I met a bunch of other comics, but I still had a day job and all of that. Like I was just trying to figure out. I didn't even know what to do.
Mhm.
It wasn't until I did this competition, I think that would have been in February. So if this was June, like however many months later, this
Mhm.
competition is called Shades of Laughs. This guy named Andre Paradise did this competition. And I think out of 18 in my bracket, I finished fifth. But those were like because the competition was like you did like a show every night, like Monday through Saturday or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Those were like my fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth times on stage, like ever.
Hmm.
So like it was a lot of veteran comics in there, and they would tell me like, "Yo, you're really funny, but you need to we can tell that you don't be on stage enough." And I'm like, "No, I be on stage. I did the Punchline once. I did the Touch of Class. Have you heard of it?" And it's like, "Nah, you need to be on stage every night." And I was like, "How do you even be on stage? I didn't even know you could be on stage every night."
Mm.
And then they're like, you need to, when you get back home, because this competition was in Portland. When you get back home, find out where the open mics and the bar shows are. And I was like, what is a bar show? Like I didn't know any of these things. It's like when you go around the city, you're gonna find all of these places that let performers go up and practice and do these things.
Mhm.
So then when I got back home, I found out about that's when I really locked in with the Touch of Class and Boston's Lounge and On the Y and
Yeah, I forgot about On the Y.
uh uh what was the one in Folsom that Boxing Donkey?
Wow.
Um and then Tristan started Nutty Mondays at the Stony
Oh my
Inn.
goodness, Tristan, I forgot about that, Tristan.
And then we would go to Queen of Sheba
Oh, wow.
and what's the name of that spot, man? The Red Lion
Mhm.
would do stuff. Um Comedy Spot, Strikes would have a show.
Mm.
T2's, that the swingers bar.
Oh, off of Fulton?
Yeah,
Mhm.
the floor was sticky, but it was fun. Um yeah, I just started to figure all those things out. So that's when I started to be on stage a minimum 12 times a week.
12 times a week?
Yeah, minimum. Because on Sunday you could hit On the Y, Touch a Class, and it was something else. So that's three on Sunday. And then Tristan had Monday, and Boxing Donkey was there's a Po Boys, I think was the name of it.
I think I remember something about that. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can hit those three. So now that's six, and we only at Sunday, Monday.
Mm.
Tuesday you had Boston's Lounge. Red Lion was one of those nights. You know what I mean? T2's was one of those nights. And then there was this other spot on Greenback that was like a casino competition thing. And I knew where every microphone was at. I was everywhere I could be. Um Man, I forgot the name. It was on 16th Street. Um
So you
yeah, but
you should just walk in and just sign in to go on
walk
stage,
in,
right?
sign up, act who I got to talk to, that was it. I
Mm.
would just write jokes all day at work or whatever I thought was funny. I write it down and then
Mhm.
I just go on stage and try it.
Mm. Wow.
Just did that every day for however long.
Now I remember you doing a Touch of Class a lot, on the Sunday nights,
No.
and everything. Those were like, to me, those were the days when, all you, Rico, Regina, Tristan, Wayne and everybody, those
Mhm.
were, I think that's when I really first got it. I said, oh, he's really getting up there now. He's funny.
Yeah, that's when I was on stage and I still had a job at the time. Um, so I would literally just go to work, get off work, and get ready to go out that night.
Mm,
That was it. I worked early. I probably had to be at work at 7, got off at 4:30, get home by 5:15,
mhm.
chill, eat whatever, and then I'm out by 7 and I'm in the streets till 1 in the morning and get up and do it again.
Wow. Now, how did you meet Tony
Which Tony?
Roberts?
I was joking.
Oh,
Tony Montana, say hello to my little friend. There's a few ways. So like I said, I was a big fan of Tony before I met him.
yeah.
Big fan because once I started really just as much Tony Roberts as I could find.
Mm.
I would, you know what I mean? YouTube and all of that. I first heard of him on an album, on a Styles P album, a rap album.
Oh, what?
Um,
Huh.
but I met Tony at Tommy T. So the first time I met him, he was doing a show at Tommy T's, and I just met him. I just went to the show.
Mm.
That was another thing I used to do too. If I didn't have a show, or I didn't have shows, but if I wasn't on stage doing some kind of open mic or something, I was always at the comedy club just watching comics.
Okay.
So
That was smart.
yeah, I was like a creep. I was in the back of the room, just like, how's he doing this? Oh, okay. and I would pay attention to everybody. And I watched comics who I never heard of, some I did hear of. I would just watch to see how they controlled the room, how certain people use different things, all of that. Anyway, I went to go. That's how I met him. I just went to the show and just met him. Now fast forward, Tristan had moved to LA, so then I had took over doing Nutty Mondays. And I remember I got a call like Tony Roberts wants to come to Nutty Mondays to like work out some material. I was like, okay. So that's the first time I really remember like chopping it up with him like that. And then after that, I did a competition at Tommy T's. And I think I did well in the competition. And he was either hosting it or there. And I think that's might have been when we exchanged information. I don't know, but these are like the things I remember. Um, I'll say this: the 2016, the first time I went on the road with him, I remember this. It was we did the Denver Improv, and I feel like it might have been 2016, but I could be off. Something like that. So I would like work with him locally. Like if he was at Tommy T's or something, he'd say, yo, you can come host the show or whatnot. But the Denver was the first time he was like, yo, just come with me out here. So yeah, that was that. But and now it's like now we work together all the time, we shoot sketches, and we got all kinds of stuff in the works now to do things. But this was the beginning. The crazy part is I remember when I first was like around him, and I had all of these questions. Cause I'm excited, like, yo, okay, what do I need to, okay, what did you, and then I say, I remember I said, yo, what you think I need to do? He said, the first thing you need to do is stop asking me all these goddamn questions.
I can hear Tony say it.
You can hear it, right?
I can hear him saying it.
I'll tell you the first thing you do. Stop asking me all these goddamn questions.
Oh my God. So, man, that's crazy. I just love seeing, how, you guys really have that brotherly love and stuff, and I love, honestly, I'm just gonna keep it real with you. If I see Lance Woods and Tony Roberts and stuff, oh, I'm gonna be there. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna try my best to be there because I know both of you guys, you guys get up there and act a fool, and I just love seeing that brotherly love with you guys and stuff. So,
Yeah. The thing with Tony is, my relationship with Tony made it hard, for me to accept, lesser friendships. Like, because I've seen what somebody can do for you, and it don't cost them no money.
Right.
So it's like I've been there. Somebody call him and say, "Hey, yo, we want you to do X, Y, Z." Oh yeah, me and Lance will do that for sure. Oh, hey, or in the room with whoever you think is a big deal. He say, "But have you seen this dude right here?"
That's love.
Right. So then if I'm around other people and I watch, you don't have to do that. That's a special thing. But if I watch anything that does not make me feel like, oh, this person really don't want to see me win, then I got to get away from it.
Yeah.
Because I've been around somebody who wants to see me win and not just said it, showed it, and help put me in position. Now, the flip side to that is you have to do the work too. But this person's put you in position. This person has brought your name up in rooms that he didn't have to. This person has put you in rooms that you wasn't in. So when people say that they your people and they don't do that, then I say, oh, it's not my people. And it's cool. It's not my people.
Wow. Now, well, you got me choked up. I've been, it's funny because when I see you on stage, like at the punchline and stuff, and Minister Woods is in the back. Minister Woods is his mama, y'all.
Mhm.
And I remember you used to be up there, and I knew you. Well, I was gonna say you was lying, about some things. You would talk about, her ripping the pages out of the Bible, and I look at Minister Woods. She goes, "Girl, you know he lying." She was like, he lying.
That's not the truth. I wasn't lying. And I didn't say she ripped the page. I said my dad ripped the pages out of her Bible.
Oh, your dad.
100% the truth.
Oh, that was 100% the truth.
Absolutely.
But okay, that's what it was and stuff. But I know you did tell some stories on my girl and stuff. But
Yeah, I mean, I've told I've exaggerated some things, but that happened.
man, so what's it like being on stage and seeing, your mom and your sister and the church family and everybody, all of us out there supporting you? How does that make you feel like on stage?
It feels great. Like I tell people all the time, I always had a lot of support from my natural family, from my church family to my friends. Like I didn't feel a lot of like people not believing in me or people not supporting me, or I also didn't put pressure on people to do stuff that was not necessary. Like I think sometimes when you get into business or you start a career, people put a lot of pressure on their friends and family.
Yeah.
And I understood early to build a fan base.
Mhm.
Your friends and family in church will be your first fan base, but they're coming to the first show. They're
Mhm.
not gonna come to all of this stuff. They're gonna come to your first one, and
Mhm.
then they're gonna start coming to big ones
Mhm.
or ones they can make it to.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, but you're
Totally
not gonna
me. Hmm.
get people to every weekend. They got stuff to do, man. Like, there's 100 ways to support somebody. It ain't just always being at the show or like it's different ways to it. So it's always felt great because I've always had the support of my people, my family, my church, my friends, and I also try my best not to abuse their support or over like make them like you know
Get
over
irritated by it.
make them overexert themselves trying to make sure that I had people there or
Mhm.
you know
Yeah, some people, they just hit people up all the time about everything. It is like, but everybody loves Lance. I really have to say everybody loves Lance. So let's kind of fast forward, all that happened. You've been traveling. You've been
Mhm.
Well, didn't you go to Tokyo?
So that was early on too. So shout out to Daniel Dugard. Now this is the first comedian who ever took me on the road, Daniel Dugard. Me and him used to do. We would go all up through Oregon, Montana, Washington State doing shows. But he books this shows for the military overseas. So I've been 3 times now. I've been to Japan twice and Korea once.
Now, when you got the call, the very first time to go to, like, which one was it? Japan
I went
first?
to Japan first.
What were you thinking? And like when you landed there, what was it like?
That was like that changed everything for me because when I went out there, it's a it's certain things you don't know until you see it, and it's hard to explain it. But when you go to a foreign land, you start to see that the world is bigger than what you thought it was or what you're used to.
Mhm.
So you say, "Oh, America doesn't do things the right way. We just do things our way." There's no right or wrong. It's just different. You start to see these people and you see a bunch of Japanese people and you say, how would I entertain them? Could they understand the things that I'm saying? And minus a language barrier.
Mhm.
I'm saying if we spoke the same language, could could I bring them into my world of what I'm saying? Do you want to be a local star? Do you want to be a global star, international? Do you want to be able to reach people on Mars? Everybody got different goals. Some people's goals only go from their neighborhood, like they want to be the star of the neighborhood. Some
Right.
people want to be the star of their city. Some people want to be the biggest in their state. Some people want to be the biggest in the world. Like it all differs. But um, yeah, that was. I remember it was like little things, like they didn't have any trash cans out there. It was fascinating.
They
Out
have
in
trash
public,
cans. What people do with the trash?
they take it home and throw it away in their trash cans. This is what I mean by they do things different.
Mm.
You know, you go to the beach or something out here and you got all the trash cans. They didn't have no trash cans because people are conditioned to, oh, when I leave, I take my trash with me and then I throw it away in my trash can at home.
Oh, wow.
And they also didn't have as much litter because people are not conditioned to litter. Like it was fat. There's just little stuff like that was fascinating to me. 'Cause, you know what I mean? I'm a very observant, so I'm just looking around.
Yeah.
You know, when you got your plate, it was this big.
Oh my God.
The plate didn't come like this big.
Wow.
Portion controls.
Yeah, that's why they so tiny, most of them. Wow. That's crazy.
Mhm.
So when you got on stage and stuff and you was telling your jokes, what happened?
I went, it went great. It was for the military, so it was Americans.
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay.
But so there was this woman out there who used to she used to come she was from LA, but she was living in Japan. So she would come get the comedians who wanted to and just take them around the island of Okinawa
Mhm.
because we would just stay on the base. We would just stay on the base until the showtime.
Oh, okay.
And there's stuff to do on the base. You can go to the gym, you can go to the shops,
Mhm.
but you just have your day, you do whatever you want to do. So she said, you don't want to be stuffed up in that room. I'm gonna take you, I'm gonna show you come on, let me show you what it's like out here. You know what I mean? So that's how I got the 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 experience of what a local would see.
Mhm.
But then once I do the show, it's on the base, so it's Americans.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What is the best city you have been to and performed at? Or country?
I mean, my favorite city to perform was probably DC.
Oh, is it? Why is that?
DC is just great. DC is savvy people. DC was the first place I went to that I seen successful black people act black,
Hmm.
like all of them. You know what I mean? Like you know how it is. Like we from Cali, and you know there's pockets of Cali like this, but there's also pockets of California where when black people make it, they start to act.
Mhm.
Pardon me.
Mhm.
Nothing wrong with talking a certain way, but you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They start to act real bougie.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I was in DC and it was like lawyers and doctors and police officers, but they act like niggas.
Wow.
You know
Okay.
what I mean? And I was like, this is great.
Huh.
You know what I mean? I wasn't used to that.
Wow.
So
Wow.
that was the thing. A lot of beautiful women. It's Chocolate City. It's a lot of black people.
Mm.
Um, but then they're also a comedy place. This is where Martin and Dave Chappelle come from.
Mm.
Tony Woods and Tommy Davidson.
Mhm. Wow.
You know,
So,
has a rich comedy history.
and that's going to take me to like you have been around, you just have elevated so much. What comedian have you met and you was like, wow, I cannot believe I'm about to hit the stage and I'm standing in front of this comedian and talking to this comedian.
Tony Roberts.
It was just Tony,
I mean, it's been a bunch. Tony was the
not
first
Linnell or anybody, or you know,
one.
or Steve. Have you met Steve Harvey?
I have not.
Oh, I thought you had. Okay.
Mhm. I mean, I know DL well. I say well, I don't want to overstate my relationship.
Yeah.
I know DL. I know Cedric well.
Okay,
Want to
Cedric.
overstate, but you know, what I mean, we got a good relationship. I mean, Dave was like that. Chappelle.
Okay.
The first time I worked with Dave Chappelle, um, Kevin Hart. You know, like those things change.
Yeah.
I think, you know, what I mean, I remember early on, I was just excited to be in the presence of certain people.
Hmm.
Um, you know, I don't have a lot of bad experiences with comedians.
Hmm.
You know, like they say, you don't want to meet your heroes because they'll disappoint you. But I have not really been disappointed by these people.
Wow.
Everybody has been very kind.
Hmm.
Um, um, I'll tell you this: the person who I met that shook me the most was Stevie Wonder.
What? You met Stevie Wonder?
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
that was I remember details of that still. Like, you know, he was real kind to me, telling me how funny he thought I. You're so talented. You're very, very funny. Like, yeah, that one was the one that I remember when I met Stevie. I had to catch a flight that same night, so I did the show and then had to go straight to the airport. And I remember I sleep on every plane, but I couldn't sleep. I was up for about a good hour and a half. Like,
Uh-huh.
I was just chopping game with Stevie.
You got a picture too, right?
Oh yeah, I got a picture.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I got a picture. There goes me and Stevie right there.
Oh, wow. Man. And where was that at? In LA or?
In LA, yeah. That was Erica Campbell's birthday.
Oh, okay. Man. So Lance, what keep like, Andre, he moved to LA, and like you said, Tristan had moved to LA at one time and stuff.
Mhm.
What keeps you here? Why haven't you moved to like Atlanta or LA or
I got a place in LA.
oh you got a place? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Mhm.
got a place in LA. I'm in LA now.
Oh, you're in LA right now?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But I still got my place in Sac too.
Okay.
Um, I probably shouldn't have said that online. But anyway, it's too late. People start trying to track me. Um, I don't know. I always felt like people got to do what they feel like makes the most sense for them, and I felt like people, and this is in every aspect. It's like people don't do as much as they can in one place before they go to another place.
Hmm.
So it's like you got to do everything you can in Michigan before you say I'm gonna go to New York. In my head,
Hmm.
you got to develop the work ethic and develop the skills and then take those to New York. It's going to be hard to develop those things in New York because everything's already moving so fast, you're going to feel left behind. But I already know how to produce a show. I already know how to do a show. I already know how to do these things. So I come do it in LA. I already know what I'm doing. I just need to meet the people here to do it with. I already know the people back home to do it with. I already know how to do all of these things.
Okay.
So I don't, you know, I got strong ties in Sacramento, my church and my family and
Hmm.
the Kings.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Kings too. I forgot about the Kings. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
Now, refresh my memory. Have you done movies, right?
I done one feature film and I'm working on some other stuff that we're not gonna talk about.
Okay. Okay. But we're gonna see you on the
But y'all
big.
gonna see it. Y'all gonna see it on the big screen. I'm excited. And I'm talking about if you think, let me, oh my God. Now, if you think, that God done showed out so far, wait till you see what he gonna do in the future. And I'm not talking about the rapper from Atlanta. I'm talking about the future in my
Oh,
life.
what? Wow. How long before we have to wait? A year?
Patience is a virtue. I don't really know what that means, but it sounded good when I said it.
You know what it means. I don't know why you're playing. Oh my. Okay, so you did one film,
I did
okay,
one feature.
one feature.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you've been in music videos?
That's correct. I just shot a music video like a few weeks ago with Glasses Malone. And I don't know when they're gonna put it out, but it's gonna be great.
Okay, okay. Is there anything that you have not done that you want to do?
For sure. I wanna do me more films, um, television, like I wanna do like a sitcom. I want a brand like I want a like a shoe deal. I wanna work with like Nike and have my own shoe.
What would be the name of the shoe?
Pigeon toes,
Pigeon toes. Why pigeon toes?
because I'm pigeon toed.
Are you?
Are you serious?
I ain't paying no attention.
What you was focused on?
Don't worry about it. Anyhow, that Tristan Rico, y'all, and Tina, y'all see how he is? He a mess. Yeah, so is Lance Woods single?
Man, let me tell you something. I got so many women. Like, I don't really want to talk about this online, but I'm talking about
International lover.
millions. You understand me?
You got him in Japan too? Oh my God. That's probably what, okay, my son, I'm not a grandmother or anything like that and stuff. Does Yolanda be asking you when you gonna settle down, have some kids, and
She used to. I think she gave up on, not gave up on it, but just gave up on asking me.
do give up or asking? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. One day though,
Yeah, because you're getting old.
and then the next day not.
Or, So, is there anything else? I know we coming up on an hour. I learned a lot about you that I didn't know, and I've been knowing you for years, and I just can't believe it's been that long.
Mhm.
Is there anything that people do not know about you?
It's all kind of stuff people don't know about me, but I think that's good. I think one thing that has changed with artists, with the internet and the social media and the access is a lot of people are losing their mystique.
Mm-hmm.
They overshare.
Uh-huh.
It's like there's certain things I always want to keep private.
Okay.
There are certain things I don't that's not for the world's consumption.
Okay.
So I'm a always keep certain things a certain way. You know what I mean? So yeah, several things people don't know about me. I'm Batman. Don't nobody know that.
Lord. And we have to give a shout out to Sterling Royal. We know when I asked you your favorite places to like perform at, you should have said the Royal Real Estate events.
That goes without saying. I didn't even want to say Sacramento because it's too home.
Yeah.
It's like, but shout out to Sterling, man.
And I'm the
Everybody,
one that introduced you guys too.
for
So
sure.
yeah,
And you
look
know
at
what's
I
crazy
started getting
is
a little cut.
you can listen. I've been trying to give you some cut.
I ain't trying to get that. I'm talking about some.
Oh, you want some money?
Mhm.
I mean, well, I don't know if you heard, but never mind. It's a whole case.
Jackie Pullum, you hear him?
You can't give them money no more. It's a whole issue now. You know what I mean? They used to whatever. So yeah, like those events, like like for Sterling's last show,
Mm-hmm.
not show, but the party,
Mm-hmm.
it's in December. Um, it's
Mm-hmm.
on a Thursday. I wasn't even in town. I came in town just to do that and had to go right back out.
That's love.
But it's like, I always want to do the things that I've done with the people who I was doing them with before I was doing certain things because it like a show like that just feels like I'm around family.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love being around family. So what's the date? I'll be there. I'll figure it out.
Okay. Are you gonna be at this? Are you gonna be on the yacht
When is that?
next week?
No.
Mm,
Nah,
okay.
nah, nah. I actually leave this week. I'm gonna be gone for 8 days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Festival at Sea.
I just want to thank you for staying so humble, first of all, because a lot of people, when they start going out doing what you're doing, traveling and being in demand and stuff, they kind of forget, where they started and
I
stuff.
would never switch up on my baby mama. You understand?
Lord Jesus. Anyhow, so
My baby mama say, "Can you come do an interview? I'm gonna be here." She gonna have the leopard skin shirt on because that's what she do, cheetah prints and all of that. Then she gonna put the background on to match the shirt, like we don't know what's going on with the diamond on top to let you know she's a lady of class.
you got that right. Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
always. But
Hair braided, forehead shining. I like it.
my forehead shining. Wait a minute. Okay,
No, it's good.
hold on. Okay, you crazy. No, you just always just stay so humble. And I need to tell you this too. My son, you remember him when he was little, he owns two barbershops now. The one in Berkeley, he's about to do a comedy show there. And
Sure,
I
call
think
me.
Jay Rich is gonna be there.
Jay Rich, yeah, call me. I come. I come.
Yeah, I was telling him, I said, you got to get Lance and Rico if you're gonna start doing, that stuff, so especially Rico being from Berkeley and stuff. So, but yeah,
Berkeley.
but that barbershop is actually 2 levels and stuff. You gotta go check it out. And you know what the name of it is?
Alita Son Barbershop.
Highly recommended.
I was close. Right there.
All right. So we got a few people. So how can people get in, keep up? Well, wait a minute, hold on. I forgot this part. Instagram. Man, so
Sirland
how many of those things were you doing like you're in the little like you find little stories and stuff and you just crack me up. And you be in the little box, the stories. Do you, how do you research and stuff or things just pop up? You're like, what, I'm gonna get on here to talk about
Sure. I mean, it's all kind of ways. People send me stuff. I see stuff. However it gets to me, it gets to me. And it's good for me because I could do it by myself quickly. So I could see something, talk about it, post it, and then move on. The production doesn't take as long as some other things. So I can move content at a quicker pace.
it. Now I really thought that was you on the stage, and I guess it wasn't. That
On what stage?
there was a guy singing and stuff, and
Oh, when he was dancing?
yeah, and I was like, what the hell is that? And then you was doing the split screen, and I was like, what is going wait a minute. And other people thought that was you too.
That's called racism.
That ain't called raising. Y'all did look alike.
That's called
No.
racism. I think every black person with hair look alike.
Oh my God. I was like, wait a minute, what is that doing? What? So I thought you was starting to sing and stuff. I was like, he went for comedy. No, no, no. Nope, nope, nope. So being that you guys catch him on IG, what's your IG?
Sir Lance Woods. Follow me on everything, Sir Lance Woods. Now, if you go to my Facebook page, you got to go to the right one because that one is hacked. My main Facebook page with all the followers is hacked. I don't have control of that page. If you go look at the page, you'll see stuff being posted that I would never post. But the Facebook page is like my regular page when it's in black and white. I had the shorter hair in the picture, but that's the one. TikTok, Sir Lance Woods, everything, Sir Lance Woods. Follow me on all of the stuff. And yeah, let's stay connected. You know what I mean? Come to a show, come into a city near you. You know what I'm talking about? Follow me on the internet and all of those things. I think, what's the name of your show? What you be calling this, Alita?
Sessions with Alita.
Okay, yeah. Make sure y'all subscribe and continue to support Sessions with Alita.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We done had some
Punchline. You every month though.
every month except this month because I'm gonna be on the water for this 8 days I told you about. So the next one will be in August, probably August, whatever that is, 30th or 23rd, or whatever that third Wednesday is. August 27th, maybe. 20th or 27th. I got it. Yeah, August 20th. Go to punchlinesack.com. You'll see it.
Yeah. So get your tickets and stuff.
And stuff. Get your tickets and stuff.
And you still attending church with Minister Woods, right? Can they catch you on Sunday somewhere?
I'll be somewhere on Sunday. I've been on the road a lot, but if I'm not in the building, I'm watching it online.
Isn't that wonderful? We could watch this stuff. We didn't have that back in the days.
It's wonderful, but it's still important for me to be in the building.
Yeah. But if you traveling and stuff, if you're not feeling good and stuff, it's nice to be able to turn on and
Yeah,
watch it and stuff, online and stuff. I just had to say that because I had to do
Yeah.
that this weekend.
for sure.
All right, Lance, I appreciate you. And if somebody wanted to take you to dinner, what's your favorite restaurant?
Whatever she paying for. If you said take me to dinner,
Yeah, like some of you, our viewers, like, man, he's single, international love. I just want to take him to dinner.
you know what? Anywhere somebody takes me to, I'm appreciative of it. You know what I mean? You don't gotta take me nowhere. Somebody says, "Yeah, I want to take you somewhere." That's such a beautiful
I
gesture.
just want to treat you to dinner because, you make people laugh and, you're humble and
Man, I would be so grateful if somebody was like, "Yeah, I just want to take you out to eat." That's
nobody has ever done that.
yeah, but I'm saying I'm grateful every time.
Okay. Crazy ass. All right. Lance Woods, y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you and stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and get you said August, right? Not July, August.
August, yep.
All right, I'm gonna have to go get my ticket because the punchline, if you don't get your tickets right away, all of a sudden they'd be like $50. I feel like, what in the hell? I'm not
Yeah, it's
paying.
wild out here. Get y'all tickets. Don't be out here procrastinating.
Yeah, don't procrastinate and stuff. And then stay tuned. Lance Woods gonna be on the big screen. He gonna rent out a whole theater.
It's gonna be a situation. Y'all gonna be very excited to see what's happening. I promise you.
Okay, kinky stuff, right? It's gonna be decent, right?
I mean, y'all gonna be excited to see what happens.
Oh Lord. Okay, I'm excited. All right, bro. I'll see you later and everything.
Love you the most. Two toes.
All right.
Thank you, everybody. Sessions with a leader. I caught a kiss. I caught it.
You caught it? All right, Lance. Go. Look at he just got off. You see how you just got off? Anyhow, see y'all later. Bye.